so I figured out we had some issues with the row and column, which I'll explain what all that is right now, and I might actually even use another one of these things to explain it. So basically, every single web page can be split up into a row or column. This is the Bootstrap framework, so just follow me for a bit. Here we go. So this is a web page, and you can divide a single web page. Actually, let me just go on their website. It might be better. Here's the container grid. Here we go. Right. So every single web page you could split it up into 12 parts of equal size, and you define how big those sizes are. So for example, here we have column small of size 3. So like, cause if you divide 12 by 3, or these are all size 4 actually. 12 divided by 4 is 3, so you have 3 columns. Column small. This is the size they are when their web page is small. So it's a little more complicated than that, right? So when you have, here's the part where I wanted to, zoom in on. So right here, the grid options, Bootstrap makes it really easy for you to mobilely optimize your website. So for example, if you have a large screen, large they define it as greater than 992 pixels, you just put .call-large or .call-medium if it's a medium screen, or .call-small if it's a small screen, and extra small if it's a phone. You do .call. And you basically, the number of columns is just 12 like I said before, and you can split those up based on however many elements you're trying to put in every single row or column. So for example, this would be one row, and then this whole thing around it would be a container. So you have a container, and then you have a row, and then you have column. So this is the first column, 1 of 2. You see how it says 1 of 2, that's this one. And then column, we have 2 of 2. If you don't have anything, it's just going to default to splitting it in half, however many elements it has inside. So for example, if you would get this code and put another column, it would just do this same thing. So you put another row, and then you put column, 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 no sizes. They would just split it up evenly, I guess, equidistant or symmetrical. Yeah, symmetrical. Yeah, symmetrical, same size, same shape. And then same thing happens here. You can do a row, column, column, column. If you do column, and then you say, what does this mean? W-100, that just means the width has to be 100 of this empty div. This is nothing, and then more columns. That's basically just set the column width, essentially. Equal width continues multiple lines. Yeah, this takes out a lot of work from Flexbox. You actually don't have to use Flexbox. This is what I was going to show you guys. If you want to really personalize, I'm still going to use it in the description, but this is just to personalize your outline or your layout of your site. So that's more or less how Bootstrap works with the size, and it's really useful. You can change the size to be different. So if you don't want it to be evenly sized, for example, you want to have, let's say this is your news feed, and this is the right nav bar, or this is your profile bar. You want to make this smaller than this, right? So that makes a lot of sense. You can make them all different sizes. It all just depends. Whatever, you just put these little quantifiers on each one. So how about we want to make something that's like, this is vertical alignment. So yeah, take a look at this document. It's actually very useful. You can space things out like this. You can do a lot of crazy stuff with Bootstrap actually out of the box. You don't have to import anything new. Just add these classes, because all the code is references to their CSS file, and that's how that works. So just play around with this. It's very cool, very useful. You can change the actual size of the containers, but I have it figured out pretty well. I wouldn't change any of that. So yeah, just take a look at this page. I'm going to put a link in the description. And now, if I look back at the site, here's what we have. We can actually change the width of these so they're a little bit smaller. Where is it? Menu. And let's just change this width. Let's just change this, because we don't want this actually. Save that. Shouldn't actually change much. Let's just change all of them. Change all of their size. Take off the style of the 18 REM. I don't like that size. Let's just take that off. Perfect. So if you see now on my thing, what I changed on this project, what I changed is I put container MX auto row. MX is just the margin. So if you want to put margins on the sides of the container, you put MX, and then dash auto basically just means you're going to space it evenly on both sides. And Bootstrap, this is another Bootstrap style thing. So, and then this is row, so every single row, so if you want to make multiple rows, you grab this one, up until here, I think. Yes, maybe not. This may or may not work. Yeah, it didn't work. It's one more, I think. I think here's where it goes. No, still not right. Maybe it's up to this one. Something's not right. I think it's the size of one of them. I'll worry about that in a second. Let's just focus on this real quick and actually try to fix this one. So column, column row. This div has to end all the way at the bottom. Yes. So card column -3. What? Oh, this is too big. That's why. So it's lining it by the size. Okay. So container mx auto row -12. See that how it is. I think it's the bottom one that hasn't changed the size. Card. Oh yeah, I haven't put column into this guy. Cool. All right, perfect. Now it's back to normal. So you can do that. You can do. So that's basically how you would just set up your card columns. Just attach the column onto their classes, and here's that here. So all that works there. And now we want to change the images of the cards, right? So let's go and look up some images. I'll just find some food images. Oh, that looks good. I'm pretty hungry. Here we go. Oh, that looks really good. Wow. How can I get just this image? This may or may not work. Let's try it out. Source. And let's go back to John's Cafe. No, it didn't work. I knew it was not going to work. Let's go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia should be pixels. Whatever. Dodge. Okay, let's go back to here. View. How do I view the image? Open image in a new tab. Oh. I guess this works. No, but I don't want to do that. Open image in a new tab, not window. Open link in a new window. Oh, darn. Okay. Wikipedia is good. Food. Here we go. Wow, that's terrible. Jesus. Where's the real food at? Oh my god. Something like this is that's just so unappetizing. Alright, whatever. Here we go. We're gonna grab this image, copy it. And it's simple as copying and pasting it into where it says pixels here. All of this stuff. Let's just change this whole link. It's gonna be a significant downgrade, but lost the link here. Copy that. And we just paste it. Save that, and then we can go to here. What? Where's my image at? When you do this, it might. Yeah. So if that happens, you need to actually shoot the image, and when you're trying to reference like images, you gotta go here, and like actually go to the page where it has the image. So you gotta like do this maybe. Not sure. This is how it works. Yeah, this actually might do the trick. So we just paste that there, save that, go here. There it goes. Alright, cool. That took enough work. So that's the image, and let's just put that same one, I guess, for all of the other ones. Here we go. Paste. Oh, we're cooking now. Pretty boring restaurant, but it's alright. I'm sure he has a good business plan. Let's change the P to just something like unappetizing meal. I'm sure it will do well with the community. He's an optimist. And so you can change that. You can put the name of the meal. So let's say you want to say an H tag here. Yikes. something like that. And then you can just put like here, put that here, put that here. I don't know if this will work. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, so that's gonna be the title of whatever this is. And so you can basically spin up a quick restaurant menu site like this. You obviously have better images and better titles and descriptions. And then if you want to see maybe some more information or add this to your order, a pretty useful thing, right? So let's go to components again. Let's go to our buttons. And then let's say, okay, I like that green looking button. Yeah, let's take the green one. Let's go to success. And let's say copy that. And here we can go to our div, right underneath our P class, paste that, add to order, save it, reload this. Oh, look at that. That works. Let's put that in all of them now. There it goes. That's your success, or your, I guess not success. You don't want to say success. You want to say add to order.